I love that fade in. It's double dribble, so it's Konami. Emote 7.
Leave that going for a while. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to MAME Roulette Live.
Woo!
A special in-person edition of MAME Roulette. I am Matt Hall, also more commonly known as LordBBH.
And I'm Heidi Kemps. You know me as either Zero Chan on Twitter or Devil Ray hanging around LordBBH's chat. I'm kind of his second in command here. And yes, today we are going to present you with a bunch of randomly picked arcade games. Well, semi-randomly. This is kind of a MAME Roulette's greatest hits. We curated a list of about 115 games that have various qualities. They're interesting in different ways, but we don't know which ones of those are going to come up.
Yes, this panel is going to be very unprofessional, very unrehearsed, because there's still a huge element of randomness to this, so we don't know what's going to come up.
And even better, at some point, we are going to ask a couple of you to come up and play some random arcade games. Oh boy, you guys are in for some real treats here.
Yeah, it all depends on what comes up, though. But yeah, the way MAME Roulette's always worked is I just load up MAME, an emulator that just emulates thousands and thousands of arcade games, and play whatever's at the top of the list. It could be something really good. It could be something really jank and downright unplayable. You never know, and that's part of the fun of it.
Oh yes, we have a very big selection of games, and they are in all stripes. We've got some real gems, and we have got some total trash.
Yeah, this is sort of a greatest hits of the stream. Hits in quotes. Some of these are of questionable quality, but like I said, we don't know what's going to come up.
We don't. So what are we playing first?
All right, let's take a look. Whatever's at the top of this list. From this very carefully curated list.
Come on,
MAME.
name.
We don't have a fancy... Really?
Really? Raymay's first? Wow, okay, so... this game is kind of my baby.
This is so rigged.
So, hey, I kind of did a fanzine about this game. If you want, you can find me at the end of the panel and pick up a copy from me. I've got a few with me. This is a Taito game from 1988. Pretty interesting. It's kind of like, you know how Arkanoid was to Breakout? This is what Raymay's is to Pac-Man what Arkanoid was to Breakout. Kind of an evolution of that formula. Super interesting little game. Also, the music absolutely kicks. I love it. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't look like anything super special at first, but you've got power-ups, you've got a variety of different enemies, and as you can see, you have 4 paths here. The route you pick gets you to a different level. Overall, there are 125 different levels in this game. You'll play 32 of them throughout the game in a single run. Also, the game has story cutscenes fully voiced in Japanese, and it's got one hell of an ending, which unfortunately we're not going to see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to not spend much time on each of these. Just gonna give you a taste, but
yeah, you might as well pick up something and show one of the bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the game has bosses, too. Also, you can pick up a power-up and shoot lasers.
Yeah, there's a lot of different power-ups. This game kind of has an Arkanoid feel to it in regards to the whole power-up system.
Yeah, also the aesthetic, very 80s anime, Tron-inspired. I really like it, and that's why I made a fanzine about it.
But yeah, this game, it's also, yeah, very mysterious. Like, if you're just playing this game through for the first time, you're gonna get probably gonna get the bad ending. Like, there's hidden criteria that you have to meet to actually reach the true ending. So
yeah, it's a Taito game in that respect. If you've ever played things like Bubble Bobble or Rainbow Islands, you know that Taito loved giving you weird criteria to meet in order to get the game's true ending. All right.
Yeah, they have cutscenes. Of course, they're all in Japanese.
And here's our antagonist, Mr. Molto, who's forcing us through this evil maze, and he's going to make us fight a giant bug boss here. If you remember Darius, Taito's shooting game series, all the bosses there were based on sea animals. All the bosses in this game are based on insects. You've got an ant, a bee, a stag beetle here, and the dragonfly, which is a really, really terrible boss. He takes up just a huge chunk of the screen.
And these boss battles are really awkward because one thing about this game is that you can't stop. You have to keep moving like this. Like, even if you hit a wall, you'll turn another direction.
Yep,
Oops.
you got leg there.
On.
Yeah. Yeah, it's single hit deaths unless you have shield power-ups, but power-ups do not carry over from level to level, so every level requires a different strategy. And sometimes you'll meet this character after fighting a boss who gives you advice. Unfortunately, he also talks in Japanese. There is an English version that cuts out a lot of like the cutscenes and the content and has a really, really boring ending, so I don't recommend playing it.
Yeah, they didn't even try to translate it, which is a shame.
It is also a lot harder for very stupid reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can read about this game on my website, gaming.moe. Shameless plug.
Wow.
So, okay, we
can move on from that, I think.
Yeah.
But this is a cool game. I definitely recommend checking it out, but play the Japanese version.
That's a good thing about MAME is that you have access to a lot of these ROMs in multiple territories, and you can find a lot of interesting things like, wow, Konami games outside of Japan really screwed us over with difficulty.
Wow, we're getting good games.
We're getting good games.
Oh,
what the?
It's not up on the screen yet. There we go.
Biomechanical Toy. Now, you know more about this one than I do.
Yeah, this is a side-scrolling platformer run and gun by a Spanish company called Galco. They made some other games like Radical Bikers, World Rally.
Radical Bikers, if you have played Radical Bikers, you probably remember it just for the music. I'm the pizza man.
In the last few hours, the famous criminal Scrubby escaped. Yeah, the bad guy is named Scrubby.
The criminal! I love that fake Matrix.
It's very aesthetic. This is the
lore master?
That is the lore master. Holy crap! This is actually a pretty big lore dump for for an arcade game.
Not as bad as Tattoo Assassins, though.
Oh God. Perhaps it's not too late.
Well, look at that title.
I guess this doesn't have demo sound.
Yeah, sorry, no demo sound.
Oh, he's so cool. Oh man, we're gonna get some Galco jams.
Oh yeah, Galco games always have music.
Ah, that is the lore master. So yeah, this is actually a surprisingly good run and gun that I imagine most people never got a chance to play. I don't think it might have gotten much distribution outside of Europe, maybe. I certainly never saw a cabinet of this.
Yeah, it's very colorful. Has a neat graphical aesthetic.
The buffoon Hurlick. But yeah, that's always been another thing about MAME Roulette. If you've never actually watched a MAME Roulette stream, it gives me a chance to just ramble a lot about arcade games in general, and like if I actually played the game, I have this weird ability to remember a lot of when and where I actually played a game. But something like this, I never actually played. And that's one of the fun things about MAME, just discovering all these games you might have missed, because that's one of the whole things about arcade games. You're just kind of limited to what you had access to back in the day, you know?
Yeah, and a lot of arcade games don't tend to be very long, so if you see something that interests you, it's like, oh, I can try this out, and it'll maybe take, I don't know, like 2 hours to finish it the first time, and if you want to go back to it and get better at it, then yeah, you can go back and do just that. Oops. So how would you say this differs from, say, I'd say the run and gun people most know is like Metal Slug.
It's well, you have a life bar. That's a very nice thing. It's not a one-hit kill game. It has a lot of hidden point secrets. Like there were those balloons I jumped on earlier that uncovered some hidden life ups. Like this game has a lot of hidden secrets like that, which is pretty cool. Oh, balloon! But yeah, this is not a bad game at all. Like I said,
Is that
yeah.
more?
It's like I said, it's got an aesthetic to it. The way.
The way. Do you know the way? Yeah. And then you just get vomited out.
But yeah, I think that's a good taste of that. Wow, that doesn't even cause. He's just kind of shrugging it off.
Well, I mean, he does kind of look like
He looks like Danzig.
I was always thinking like Steven Seagal.
Yeah, that too.
All right. What's our next pick? Crossing my fingers like, please be jank, please be jank. Oh, no. No. So, this is...
I hope I remember how to play this.
Oh, God. So, Guzzler.
Guzzler.
This is a 1983 game by Tekon, who would eventually become Tecmo. This game is adorable, and then it becomes amazingly depressing.
I hope I get far enough to actually show those cutscenes.
Tekon presents Guzzler!
Please you.
Please you.
I don't know what they were going for there. Whoa. So in this game, you're, I guess, a water bean. You can pick up water, and then you throw it out, but you can only hold so much water, so you have to slurp it back up. And how much water you have determines like how far your shot is. And to clear each level, you have to destroy all those flames over there. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's dead.
Womp womp. Oh. So yeah, it's very much an early 80s game. Pretty cute, pretty simple in terms of gameplay concepts. Got a bunch of enemies here. You have to...
Whoa.
Oh.
I forgot they actually move. This is a blow-up.
It's okay. The good thing about MAME is you can always put in more credits.
Yeah, but I don't think this game has a continue option, because it is an early 80s game. This is when arcades were huge, when everybody was trying out new concepts. Yeah, this is kind of, you have to really pick and choose when you use your shots like that, because the first one will have the most range, and then it goes down each time. And you only have so many opportunities to fill back up on water.
So a lot of people remember early 80s games, but like nobody
Played this.
I'm sure this got distro in Japan. I don't know if anyone outside of Japan bothered picking this up.
I have no idea on that one. I can't imagine it did. Next round 3.
Next round 3. So let's see if we can get to one of the cutscenes, because the cutscenes are... Yeah.
Well, it starts off like not too bad, and then just gradually gets surprisingly depressing and dark.
Indeed. So this little guzzler is apparently helping a much bigger guzzle dude.
Oh god, you're being chased.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, extra chance.
Yeah, you can maybe get an extra life. Maybe. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah. Lucky. One more extra. They only give you that once, but...
That's kind of a nice thing to do. I haven't seen many games that do things like that.
You know, come to think of it, Tecmo, they kind of... They tried some weird concepts like that, like if you ever played Bomb Jack, that actually gives you a chance to get an extra credit, an entire extra credit to play the game. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. And it turns out we're like getting...
But see the alcohol there?
Yes.
Daddy Guzzler's about to...
Daddy Guzzler gets
turned up.
progressively more and more drunk as the game progresses. And it just gets super depressing. So if you ever want to see a 1983 game character get rip-roaring drunk, Guzzler. There's even a beer here.
Yeah, they're just giving it straight out now. Yeah, I think the cutscenes are like every 3 stages. Oh, I got an extra life. I'll try to get to the next one. Because I was not ready for these cutscenes the first time I saw them.
No, I don't think anyone is. That's the beauty of MAME Roulette, is that you get a lot of games you've never heard of, and then when weird things happen in those games, you are just not prepared.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we kind of curate this list is that there are quite a few games in MAME that have things like surprise lewds in them, and we did not want that to happen here, for obvious reasons. Yes?
I think you get an extra life. Yeah, I'm not. I think you have to kill one of the fire things when it's over the letter or something. Or actually, I think it's the. There's like a progressive bonus at the bottom. It might be that. I'm not actually trying for that. I'm trying to survive.
So would you say this is a good game, something worth playing if you like this sort of...
I think it's kind of fun.
You like this sort of fairly basic early 80s arcade gameplay?
I mean, it's a... It's fairly playable.
Oh, alas, no extra chance. But man, you've got extra space. Are you going to... What name are you going to enter?
We gotta do this for MAGFest, right?
Yeah.
I always enjoy it when games... Oops.
MAGFest.
I always enjoy it when games give you, like, 10 letters to put a name in, because I abuse the hell out of that whenever I can.
Woo!
Guzzler!
Guzzler! All right, so do we want to invite someone up to try out a game?
I've been kind of playing it by ear just to, like, see what comes up. Because a game like this, you don't grasp the concept immediately. But I don't know. Let's see what we get. Because I do want to see some audience participation here. Batman Forever.
Batman
the
Forever.
Arcade game.
Oh boy.
Oh, we should probably wait a few seconds before it shows up. Well, it is a 2-player game.
It is a 2-player game, so we can get 2 people up for this. This game is kind of special in a lot of ways. Yes, you.
Yep.
And anyone else want to play Batman Forever?
Actually, wait. I'll take player 2.
Okay.
Because I need to do the the important tech.
Yes, this game has tech. This game is, despite being based on a fairly crappy movie, it is surprisingly competent. Might be one of the most competent games Acclaim ever made. Mm-hmm. Which I know is not saying much, but it's actually pretty fun.
Okay. You move over?
Sure.
Sorry. So the first piece of it... Wait, hold on. Let me check the buttons. I'm actually going to remap that. I think player 2's controls got reset. I had this set up before the stream, and they all got reset. Go figure. What the hell? Technical problems, yay.
Should we crank up the volume? This one's a little soft.
Yeah. That is important. Oops. Actually, wait, let me do this. Punch. Kick. Or, as you say, that's the same button. Alright, that's jump, punch, kick. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's loud enough. All right. Okay, the start button is on the side. So, wait, right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So, of course, the first piece of advice, as much as you want to play Batman in a game called Batman Forever, Robin's actually way better.
Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell's actually stronger than Val Kilmer in this game, but you can play Batman if you want. Go for it. I think you can actually be 2 Batmans or 2 Robins, which is canon. So I've played this game a bit, and like the number one comment I got when I was streaming it was, "Is this a Midway game?" Because it has it has digitized graphics, it has that Midway look, and you go Super Saiyan in this game. But this game has a very interesting way of playing it that's not obvious at first, because there's you have a super meter underneath the health bar that goes up every time you pick up these power-up symbols, and you get like 3 levels of power. Every time you power up like that, when you go Super Saiyan, you get a little bit of health back. It kills all the enemies on the screen. So now I'm at level 3. Yes, now I am Super Robin, and it is time to... This game has a combo system. So you're completely invincible during that, but it starts draining... Oh, we just turned tiny. Yeah, that happens. Two-Face turned us tiny. We're midgets now. Yeah, that happened in the movie, I think. But yes, Robin has this super kick that he can do. You just kind of keep doing fireballs with kick. Did we hear that? There you go. And so if you actually, there's actually another power-up that makes little shadows go around them. And you can actually get up to like 250 hits in a combo. The game actually has a high score list that tracks combos. It was inspired by Killer Instinct, I guess. But
So would you say this game is worth checking out?
I think this game is actually legitimately fun. Like, I had no idea how to play it at first, but you can get by pretty far just by picking Robin and doing dive kicks, just because they're pretty close to instant, and then you can cancel it into his stupid spinning kick thing.
Why is Batman so bad?
Batman is bad because his dive kick is a lot slower, and he can't do the same kick combo.
Spank me.
No.
So that's another thing that only happens in the arcade version of this. This got Saturn and PlayStation ports, but they cut out a very important part of the game. When you start doing those crazy combos, sometimes you'll hear. If you do like over 100 hit combo, you'll hear Two-Face go, or is it Riddler? Riddler will say, "Now that's impressive." But if you get like a 40 to 99 hit combo, instead you have Jim Carrey going, "Spank me," into the. It was a line in the movie apparently, but they decided that anytime you get a sort of long combo in this game, you get to hear Jim Carrey asking to be spanked.
Oh man, look at all that pre-rendered text there.
It's very word art.
So, all right, we'll do a little more just so I can go into hollow mode. Oh, we turned them into midgets. Mystery made them small, and then you can actually You can actually walk right over them. Although, that lady's kind of beating me up. There we go. It never gets old.
That is way too excessive.
Do the gadgets do anything?
Yeah, the punch button activates gadgets. Oh man. 167 hits. But every time you do that spinning kick combo, it drains your super meter. But you pick up enough power-ups, you can get back to level 3, and that restores some health, kills everything on the screen. So there's a interesting balance to this game in which you're trying to do these combos and drain your meter on purpose, so you can rank down and then rank back up for the power-ups if you're actually going for a 1cc. Oh, and by 1cc I mean 1 credit clear.
Oh, I think that's...
What's that?
I think I heard something.
Yes. I'll try to get one more. All right, here it comes. It's not coming out loud enough through the speakers, but
Very sensual.
yeah. Yeah, when I did this on stream, everybody thought like I was whispering into the mic every time that happened because it's so loud and clear normally. It's a trip. But I think we'll move on from this. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
And there goes my stick.
Yeah, I am so sorry.
I think it's okay.
Oh no! All right.
It's all right.
Sorry about that.
Whoa, technical problems like crazy.
Yeah, it happens. We're flying by the seat of our pants. Woo! Oh boy.
More.
Oh boy, more early 80s Japanese arcade jank.
I don't remember this game that well. I know I played it, but
Well,
Dacholer.
we're going to rediscover Dacholer together. So, dacho is the Japanese word for ostrich. So, we're about to play a game about an ostrich.
Makes sense.
It's by Nichibutsu, the ostrich kicks soccer balls. Picks up worms. Bonk. Yeah.
I like the pop off. I just totally kicked that soccer ball. Look at that logo. Coming through the O is like a Looney Tunes character. Oh, this is by Nichibutsu.
Nichibutsu. Yep.
They tended to make a lot of shmups in the mid 80s, and then they went hardcore into like mahjong.
Up.
What am I supposed to do in this game again? Wait, what? That can't be the right setting. What the hell? Why does this default to 1 life? I think I'm going to raise that a little bit. Why did they make that the default setting? I don't think that's correct. 1 life, you're dead. Get off the machine. Okay, so yeah, you gotta kick the soccer balls to kill the mice. Turtles turn into soccer balls.
Yeah, turtles turn into soccer balls for reasons.
Maybe this was World Cup fever. I don't know.
Oh, got sniped. Yeah, this is not an easy game.
Why are they eggs? Ooh, the double kill. Can I bounce it off the wall?
You can.
Oh crap.
There we go.
Oh wait, there's a worm.
Ooh, get the worm. Bird's gotta get the worm. There's a mole.
Oh, that kills you.
Yeah, the mole kills you.
Why wouldn't it? I thought the worm like made the mole appear. I thought it was like a bonus.
Yeah, sometimes these games aren't particularly well, like,
Clear on what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Like sometimes they'll have instructions on the bezel, But
If you're playing it in MAME, sometimes you just have to figure things out for yourself.
that's part of the fun. Oh, now.
Oh, and now we're murdering rabbits. Why is this ostrich so intent on murdering mammals?
And why are these rabbits gonna kick an ostrich's butt?
Yeah, who knows?
This game is hard.
Yeah, it looks cute and simple, but it's pretty hard. That's kind of
it's one of those. Yeah, it's a cutesy game that you think is just gonna appeal to anybody, and then you try to play it, and it's like, what am I doing? Why are these mice kicking my ass?
But man, he's so happy.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
It's not on there. Okay,
We actually have that in the. Oh, hi.
You're playing this.
I'm playing this? Okay.
You're playing this.
I'm playing this.
I'm not playing this. I refuse.
Matt, what do you have against Mappy?
And you insisted on putting this in here. I didn't want it in the list.
Yeah, I did. Because this is a good game. So you've all played Mappy, but this one I don't think got a lot of distribution in the States. It's the Mappy sequel, and I think it's genuinely a better game. It's kind of on the same principle, you know, you collect objects. If you collect 2, you get of the same in a row, you get a bonus. Except you're on a pogo stick now, and it's really cute, and it has fun music, and Matt, for some reason, just has this huge hate boner against Mappy.
Okay, everybody keeps asking me why I have this hatred of Mappy. It's because I had to play. Oh wait, let's see.
Where's the credit?
There you go. Go ahead and start.
Hop to it, player 1.
It's because I had to play the original Mappy in like an arcade related tournament. There were a bunch of different arcade games, and Mappy was one of them. And that game drove me nuts trying to.
Ooh, the party box. Push button. Yeah, bonus. Woo!
What does that do? I don't know. I think it gives you 88 points.
I mean, look at the little animations on the objects when you collect one.
You're enjoying this way too much.
Hopping Mappy is a good game, Matt. Despite your denials.
I respectfully disagree.
Respectfully, yeah, right. Also, listen to this jamming music. Hey, if you played Taiko Drum Master on Switch, this music is actually in the game.
Yeah, that was a fun surprise. Are you having fun, Heidi?
I am. Whoa, look at that. You can like change your jump in mid-jump.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You can go like, woo! Look at that. That is tech. That's what we call tech.
Have you been in the Hopping Mappy lab lately?
I really should get into the Hopping Mappy lab. Like, I need to practice this 8 hours a day for Hopping Mappy esports.
Hopping Mappy Nationals?
Yes. Matt's wondering why he did this.
I didn't want it in the list.
Look, even if you had deleted it, I would have slipped it in anyway.
That's true.
So yes, I would recommend this if you like cute games. It's pretty fun. It's got charming music. It's very much Namco of the era. Matt will no doubt hate me for saying that, but yeah, I like it. He doesn't. He's wrong. He's a bad person.
Wow.
Come on.
It's like that now, huh?
We have to respect. Oh my gosh, Mappy letters. Oh.
He doesn't even die. He just goes nuts on the pogo stick. This stupid rat cop is eternal. He cannot be killed.
Mappy is the only good cop.
No.
Boing boing.
Okay, I'm cutting this off.
You're mean. We didn't even get to bonus stage.
Oh yeah, that was next, wasn't it?
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh! Oh, hey, who wants to play Hardhead? Hell yeah, Hardhead.
Okay, it's actually a 2-player game, so that's all you. Oh, I think this game reversed shoot and jump. I might have to change that.
By the way, congratulations on beating my Nibbler high score.
Oh,
I got 101,000. You got 100.
like yeah, that was close. Okay.
Yeah. I am familiar
So,
with
if you haven't seen Hardhead, you are in for a thing.
I don't have that because all right. Now, I have a question. How many of you know of a tournament called Cusa Grande? The tournament run by Brasentia. This was one of the games, and Devil Ray, I believe you chose that game, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes, indeed. And oh my God, I played that game just to play along with the others. Look at this. That's not even the worst part. Oh, you'll see in a bit. All right, which jumps, which fires?
All right, so
I think it might be reversed.
Okay, well, I'll figure it out. Okay.
Matt, what are the buttons?
I think jump and shoot are reversed. Also, coin is right here.
Oh, okay. Right.
And start.
Okay.
So, who are these characters? Bye. Bye.
Okay. Okay, let's give the controls a try. Okay, this is jump. Hold on. I can't move. Oh, hold it, ladies and gentlemen. Hold it.
1 second. Yeah, shoot.
Well, we gotta remap.
Yeah. Okay. Up.
Up.
Everything got
Down.
reset. Sorry.
Left.
Technical
Right.
difficulties.
But try it again.
Please stand by.
Try it again. Okay. And this to jump. And this, I assume, is shoot. Okay. So, okay. Okay, it is jumping. Of course, gameplay is like Bubble Bobble. Oh, don't hit. Hold on. Oh. You see, there is a bonus to be had when you get the heart. Watch this. Yes.
Beautiful.
Bounds.
10,000 point bounds.
Yep. And one of us got the pow. That gives us an extra hit. Just jump on these guys. Ooh, the jank. Careful. Oh, God. Oh. Follow me. 3, 4.
Oh man, the soccer ball.
Yes. Hunt. Yeah, that's a kick the soccer ball shoot. And one more hit. Oh, careful. Oh, watch this. Oh, wait a minute. No, we gotta keep going. Gotta keep going now. Nope. No, we can't do it. The sound it makes.
And you have these little hamburger dudes. I don't know if you're there. What's
going on with the audio?
What? This game is
There's
magical.
some weird buzzing going on. That's probably mine. I'm sorry about that. There are no iframes. There are no iframes whatsoever.
Yeah, no iframe. This game's pretty magical.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on.
So the difficulty jump from stage 1 to stage 2 is like, what happened?
Right.
Also, this game is 16 stages long. It's way too long for its own good. What is going on with the audio?
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. Now they have to see. You can't stand still. You have to keep going. Oh, you get a buy-in. Okay. You get the key to continue on. Oh God. Okay.
And for some reason,
Oh, here we go.
eh?
Oh, wait, where am I? Oh, I got a game over. Okay, here we go. All right, now.
some reason we're in Australia. Eh?
All right, now we're gonna get that sound. All right, hold on. Don't kick the ball. You have to kick the ball opposite like this. Oh, wow. Yes, I did it before.
So this game, I've described it as like what happened if aliens came to Earth in 1989, looked at what was popular, and tried to make a video game. Because that is exactly what it feels like. You have just all this stuff, and none of it is like... There's no logic to any of it. It just feels so... You kind of feel gross after you play it. For a variety of reasons. And yeah, here's a mini boss just out of nowhere.
Oh, we both died at once. Interestingly, some of the items they have in the game are packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, you can get cigarettes in this game.
Two brands at least. Oh,
I love this music.
But they weren't even trying with this music.
Why is that sound effect so loud?
It sounds like a fart in Maine.
Pretty much.
Get it? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. The most romantic thing you've seen all MAGFest.
They animated that. They drew several frames of pixel art of that and put it in a video game. They thought that was good.
Hurry up. Wait. Oh!
Yeah, this game has controls in, like, heavy air quotes. Controls. I mean, it's not the worst jumping control I've ever seen, but it's not good.
That'll work too. Okay, now, can I do it? Okay, that's fine. Now,
Also, you can stomp on everything in this game. It doesn't matter if it looks like it has spikes. You can stomp on it.
Now, I wonder. No. Oh, wait a minute. No. Gosh.
All right, are we done?
Alas, we won't get the soccer ball.
Before I go, I want you to go onto YouTube, onto Twitch, go onto Brossentia page, BROSSENTIA, search for Hard Head. Go to level 1 where you'll hear that sound when a soccer ball's kicked, and go to level 9 where you'll face a boss. The boss makes a very interesting sound when he is hit.
This game has noises.
It sounds criminal. Thank you, Devil Ray. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. What's our...
Yeah, that game. Wow.
Hardhead is pretty special. We didn't put Hardhead 2 in, but that game is...
A different kind of...
that game's a different kind of hell.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Speaking of Australians, it's Ripper Ribbit. If there was ever a game that was, like, offensively Australian, this is it. So MAME doesn't just have arcade games. There's a bunch of, like, gambling games, and this one is a redemption game, actually. Something you would go to an arcade and attempt to win tickets on.
Yeah, the developer of this LAI Games, they made a kind of a trilogy of weird redemption games in like 97 and 98. I'm sure everybody knows Chicken Farm, and there's another game we're not going to talk about, but this is...
Yeah?
Do you want to win some tickets? Then play Ripper Ribbit! Watch my tongue! Hit the button! Yum, yum, yum. Get
Yum,
ready.
yum, yum. Also, shout out to Comic Sans.
Minmo.
All right.
Do you want to win some
What is
tickets?
my start
then
button?
play Ripper Ribbit! Get
There we go.
ready! Go!
So you just choose your angle as it goes. Try to eat stuff. It gives you tickets. It's your standard
That's another ticket.
redemption garbage.
That's another ticket. There is for a bonus
There's
ticket.
just some some weird,
That's another ticket.
just all these voices. Like, why?
That's another ticket.
I am missing everything.
You're not gonna get that candy bracelet at the end of this, Matt.
I wanted that Tootsie Roll.
That's another ticket.
That Tootsie Roll's stale anyway.
That's another ticket. 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds
That's
to go.
another ticket. That's another ticket.
I can't get over the Comic Sans.
Hurry.
Everybody was
That's
using
another
Comic
ticket.
Sans on like official stuff in 1998.
Yep.
We started on Midway
What a
games.
score! I'm feeling dizzy. Yum yum, bugs in my tongue. Don't forget those cherries.
You got
Yum, yum,
9
yum.
whole tickets.
And
9.
And I know he's saying yum yum, bugs on my tongue, but it still sounds like butts on my tongue. I can never unhear that.
Do you want to win some tickets? Then play Ripper Ribbit.
Also, watch the image of the
What's my
button. Button.bitmap.
Yum yum yum.
That's
Get
like
ready.
8 colors or something.
Go.
I swear I saw that on GeoCities page. Like this, just the aesthetic of this is so like late 90s web. It reminds me just
Ooh,
animated
ow, ow,
GIFs
ow.
on GeoCities page everywhere.
Ooh, ow,
Wait,
ow,
cherries for a
ow.
bonus ticket?
It's pretty much one step below dancingbaby.gif.
What do we got?
Now we need Chicken Farm.
What's our next one? Porky.
You have to wait a few seconds before it
Oh,
comes up.
sorry. But this is one of several pig games in MAME. there are like these weird subgenres. There's a bunch of mouse games, including Matt's favorite, Mappy. And there's this weird little subgenre of pig games.
And this game was developed on Pac-Man hardware. It was like it was made as a conversion kit for Pac-Man cabinets. Like they marketed this as, you know, your Pac-Man cabinet isn't making enough money. Put Porky in it. But you know, Pac-Man ended up being one of the most popular arcade games of all time. So, yeah, would you want to replace your Pac-Man cabinet with
Oh man, that pig rules.
Screw it, I'm sold. I'll buy 10. Yeah. Yes, you're a pig in a car shooting bacon, I think, which makes no sense. Oh, he's dead. Porky's dead. I love the score text at the bottom.
Score! Yeah.
They get like progressively smaller.
Oh, and there's just a wolf head. Where's the rest of the wolf? We don't know. It just got disembodied and it wants to eat you. I don't know what that is.
I think it's a cactus.
It kind of looks like a monster coming out from a sewer. That,
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. That's some jump trajectory there. You're never going to, Wait, what are you doing? Are you trying to, like, kidnap your pig partners to make bacon? That's really morbid.
That jump is really hard. Wow, okay. I'm giving that another shot.
Oh, you're doing a run back?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Run
have to
back
get-
on Porky.
I have to get the super bonus. I think you have to pick up 5 of these pigs, I want to say.
Oh, there you go. You shot the wolf. And there's just, you know, bombs falling from the sky, and when it
Yeah.
explodes, you get 5,000 points. Why?
I'm not sure if that manhole cover actually kills you, but I'm going to assume it does. I mean, you get points for jumping over it.
I mean, if there's stuff on the road, it probably kills you. That is like
Also, it says
that
oink
is
when he
the
dies.
wall right there.
I've never actually reached the end of this game. Like, there's a map screen at the bottom that shows how far you've gotten. Okay, I'll try jumping earlier.
Phew, there we go.
Yeah, they actually changed like your gravity on this section. Like,
What? What? Okay.
well, Porky's dead.
Oh, dear.
You can kind of see why that one didn't really take off. I don't even know how many they made.
Hi.
This kind of feels like cheating. This kind of really feels like cheating. But screw it, I'm gonna do it.
So, Matt is the world record holder in Shock Troopers.
I have the highest score in the world on this, and I've done the fastest verified speed run on it. So, I've played this game a couple times.
Yeah, we're just gonna, I assume, do a stage 1 run, right?
Yeah, I'll just do a quick. No, I'm gonna do a 50-minute score run.
Yeah.
No.
Hope you enjoyed the rest of the panel. It's now about Shock Troopers.
Surprise! It was a Shock Troopers panel all along.
So this is a Neo Geo game, and it's rather unfortunate because it's always kind of been overshadowed by Metal Slug. Like you see this intro and you think, oh, this is a Metal Slug clone, but really isn't.
No, this is an overhead run and gun, much like Commando, Ikari Warriors, Time Soldiers, etc. So they actually give you the option. They give you 8 characters, like enough for a fighting game here, and you have the option of wait, can I go back? Lonely Wolf or Team Battle. And on Team Battle, you get to switch between characters on the fly. It's like KOF, and like each character will have their own individual life bar. And there's actually 3 different routes through the game. So this game has replayability right off the bat because if you want to see everything in this game, you have to play through it multiple times. Oh yes. This game also has some of my favorite music in a video game. Period. Like they went with a jungle and drum and bass soundtrack that you don't really hear that much in games. Oh, there's a flamethrower there. So yeah, here's the thing about flamethrowers in video games. They're either really good or really bad. In this game, it's terrible.
What's a good flamethrower?
The one in Aliens?
Oh yeah, that flamethrower is really good.
But yeah, this game came out like end of '97. Like the first Metal Slug came out in like summer '96, and Metal Slug 2 came out a couple months after this. So I would definitely say that Metal Slug 2 kind of overshadowed it, and so this game didn't really get much distribution, or not as much as like other Neo Geo games did. And it didn't get a home cartridge release because SNK was also, still supporting the Neo Geo home system. I mean, those cartridges cost like $200, $250, but they were still making them. Like there was still a hardcore market for them. But they never made one for this, and it took years and years for this game to get like any sort of a home port.
Also, don't buy the Steam version; it's garbage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can buy this on Switch, Xbox One, PS4, part of the Arcade Classics Archives selection. Don't buy the Steam version; it's bad. I could go into that, but I only have so much time. But yeah, as you can see, there's if you're playing this game for score, you can do close range attacks, which tend to drop point items, or you can just shoot everything. Like you have a variety of ways you can go through this game.
Lots of murder, lots of shooting stuff. If you want that, this is a game for you.
And like I said, you can change characters at any time. Big Mama. Oh, the red. I'll pick up the red gem. Why not? I'll try not to cuss. But yeah, I love the concept of team mode in this game. Just each character having their own individual life bar. That monkey stole the bananas. Man, this whole panel was an excuse just for me to play Shock Troopers.
I mean, that's kind of what you do, right?
Yeah. And we're committing war crimes here. We're violating the Geneva Convention. All in the name of points. All's fair in love and war, yes. Also, this game is not. I've always felt that this game's difficulty level is really fair because I didn't even mention that you have a roll button, and you're completely invincible during the roll, but you are vulnerable for like a split second coming out of it. So there's no like unavoidable attacks in this game because you can just roll through everything. And once you master the controls, because like you can kind of strafe in this game when you hold down the fire button. You can just move left and right like that. And when you roll, you still keep your direction coming out of it. So it's just one of those things that the control takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, it just feels really good. And that's part of the reason I just love this game so much.
And that's stage 1 down. How would you say your score looks?
Really bad because I was just going through it.
Oh, okay.
It was just a quick run. And yeah, it has cutscenes and all this. There's a story going on with this girl's grandfather was kidnapped to make a drug for the invincible soldiers. Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
Play Shock Troopers. It's a good game.
What we got next? What do we
can't believe I got to do that.
next?
Oh God.
Dream Shopper.
Also on Pac-Man hardware.
Do we want to get somebody to play Dream Shopper?
Yep.
Commander Keen here.
I'm gonna let you go into this one blind.
I have no idea what.
Yeah. I think this might do something. Button 1 might do something.
Okay. Well, it's Pac-Man hard. Should be one button. Yeah?
Oh yeah, maybe.
So this is another one of those games where it's like, what the heck is this? We don't know. Dream Shopper.
Okay. Start.
Your pressing goal is what?
Looks like press your luck.
Is this what? I guess that's a pit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have to like memorize the pattern. Supposed to like match the numbers. This game is inexplicable.
You know what we were saying about a lot of these early 80s games just not being very well like, coded? Well, I mean, they don't convey things to the player very well.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any points.
The button might do something?
I didn't.
Maybe the start button does something.
What?
Game over.
Over. Wow.
Should we check the button real quick?
What the heck?
Yeah, there is a.
There's a button.
That one? I've been hitting it.
Yep.
We'll try it again.
Play Dream Shopper. Your pressing goal is. Wait, there's a button right here.
Okay.
Yeah. I vaguely remember there's something to do with the like matching the numbers.
What?
You.
I'm so confused. What?
Yeah, that frog or whatever uncovers all the same squares, all the squares with the same color, I think. Yeah, so you're trying to get 10,000 points to actually clear the level. So you have you ideally want to find the ones that have the 500s or the 250s. Like there's
And you've got like these Ewoks chasing you for reasons?
I'm not sure, but I think they might be killable while the power-up is active. Because, I mean, this is Pac-Man, I guess. Nice.
Just gotta go.
There you go.
Play game, not fun.
It turned into a completely different game.
Yep.
Nope.
Aw.
Is it?
You've got your...
Was
oh, wait. And now you have to go back.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's ruthless.
Okay, so there's 3 top.
Was he shopping to impress his lady?
I think so. Because you know, the women folk, they just love shopping.
Well, that
Game
was delightful.
over. Thank you for playing Dream
16th today.
16th. Yeah, that happens a lot on MAME Roulette. We get something and we're just like, what?
Just trying to figure out what it is.
it is. That sure was a video game.
It is a video game. You can play it. I don't recommend it.
Is SK here?
No, SK had to fly back.
Oh.
Oh God, SK boost. So this game is not 100% emulated because there's a lot of it used like voice samples that apparently they don't have yet, but
Yeah, we're going real old with this one. This is 79, so this game is 40 years old.
oh man, it's celebrating its 40th birthday.
40 years of Ripcord by Exidy. If you're not familiar with Exidy, they made a bunch of crap.
Yeah, and what's that?
Yeah, they made.
Yes, they were. They made a lot of light gun games: Chiller, Cheyenne, Crossbow. A lot of
Whodunit.
stuff that started with C, except for Whodunit. We didn't put Whodunit on here, but you used mouse. So your entire objective in this game is to jump out of an airplane, and your first life always does that. So you have to land on one of the numbered squares
While dodging the sperm copters up there.
Yeah, the blades in the back, they don't look right. So you have to hit button 2 to activate a parachute. If I hit that tree, I'm dead. Love the pop-off.
Yeah.
So if I can get 2 jumps in a row,
Uh-oh.
then it goes up to ×10 bonus, but everything speeds up. So I actually there was a online MAME tournament called Crap MAME, where they looked for games of questionable quality and had an entire tournament for them. And this was one of the games. This was how I learned of this game's existence. So I actually had to play this competitively. There was actual score competition on this game in the year 2012. So like my strat for this game is just to try to get as many points as possible on the 20 points and on the left once you're at ×10, because the 50s are really risky. Because no.
No.
Take a bath, idiot. And that's
pretty much it.
That's pretty much all there is to this game. Well, I'll show. Let me see if I can hit the side of the building here. See, sometimes when you get hit, like you'll start bouncing all over the place. Like if you hit the helicopter, you can bounce off the tree. I'm gonna try to do that. That helicopter's right there, right above the tree.
Oh yeah.
Knocked me to the left. Also, by default, they give you not 9 lives, but 9 jumps. It only takes away the jump when you lose a life, of course, but.
Yeah, you could, if you were good, you could theoretically play a lot of Ripcord, but
But
why?
I feel like there's too much randomness to this with the way the sperm copters fly around. There's been times it looked like I landed on solid land, but like the guy's foot was just barely over the edge, and it didn't count it, and then he freaked out and fell in the water. I'm pretty sure there was a GIF of that somewhere. Oh.
Yep. There we go.
All right.
I think that's enough Ripcord for one day.
It's enough ripcord for a lifetime.
It really is. What do we got here? What's next? Kairos, huh?
Yeah, this is a weird one. I mean, that goes without saying with this panel, but
Yeah.
This is another game I never really heard of. It's one of there's not too many overhead beat 'em ups because most of the games in the beat 'em up genre were horizontal belt scrollers. This is actually kind of a vertical scrolling one, and it is super weird. Castle Sketch. I think Dracula just flashed me. So you can jump around, you can punch dudes. They try to hug you, like in Kung Fu, to drain your health. And then if you punch this thing, babies come out of the mirror. The blue one gives you a speed up. Get out of the way. And question mark, turn everybody into angels. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. That's the best thing you could ask for there. And then if I punch this one, the red baby comes out. And now I'm a big dude. I'm buff. The music gets all hype. There's power-ups. You can pick up the boomerang.
This game is very trippy.
Hit the clock, everybody freezes. You actually get a bonus for the number of babies you save. Also, there's barrels that just kind of
Turn into
crack you. You can actually hit other enemies.
That barrel is like that barrel wants your blood.
Oh, I turned some of the enemies into chickens.
Yeah, that happens too.
Oh, get off me, dog. Also, those things that look like landmines, yeah, they're landmines. They're instant death. They put them in right at the very beginning of the game to just screw you over. Do I want to kick this? I don't remember. Let's go right through. Hey, they turned into treasure. Have need to find it. This part. Yeah, also there's bikini ladies trying to kill you. And their means of attack.
Their means of attack is
that actually damages you.
It actually damages you.
This game is
bonkers.
So here's the boss, a bunch of floating Dracula heads. The bosses they kinda didn't try very hard on. They end up recycling some of the boss patterns. You just kind of have to wait this one out. I think he's almost dead. But yeah, there's not too many arcade games that used an overhead view for beat 'em ups. There's stuff like Atari Warriors 3, which is awful. Downtown, which is awful. Capcom's Avengers, not Data East's Avengers, but Capcom Avengers. Like pretty much every. What the hell's going on here? Did I soft lock the game? Okay. Congratulations, you are stage clear. Oh, that's really loud. But yeah, I actually kind of like this game.
Let's try.
I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, all right. We're getting a little low time. Let's move on. I want to get more people up here to play some beautiful garbage. Please let it be garbage.
Ooh.
Oh, I see John's here. Hi, Proton John. Would you like to come up and play some Tropical Angel? Sure. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. This game is, welcome to Blow Up City. You signed up for a beautiful tropical vacation, in fact.
You get to be a bikini girl going water skiing.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
My lifelong dream finally realized. All right, what button does what? Or am I learning on the fly?
Okay, button 1 lets you turn around and do cool tricks. I think that's it. Welcome to Southern Paradise.
Am I already around?
No.
Oh.
Push. Oh wait, there's a speed button. Okay, I think button 1 makes you go faster. I think. I guess not. Yeah. There you go, getting some bonuses. You actually get more points when you do those cool tricks. Oh.
Can't trick
So-
for too long, apparently.
So you don't have lives in this game. You just have a timer for the entire course, and you lose a few seconds if you fall in the water. But as you can see, the way the rocks like scroll like that, it's really kind of disorienting as to like where they're gonna appear on screen. It's hard to predict like where they're gonna end up.
You just ate shit.
Yeah, that happens in this game.
I love how well animated me dying is.
Yeah. No, they clearly had fun drawing this girl. And I also like the sound effect when you actually do hit something. It goes boom. IREM, yes. Yes.
Very early IRM.
Yeah, 1983.
I'll have 80 seconds left to go.
So is this part of the R-Type universe?
This is actually the pilot right here. We're drowning her off. Preparing her for her next mission. Very poorly preparing her for her next mission.
Yeah, it's just not very clear, like, how far you can go, where the rocks are going to be.
I mean, graphically, it's impressive.
Yeah.
I dodged the one. That was important.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you have to pass those flags, like, there's, like, 6 checkpoints.
This guy
So-
with the boat has just got me, like, no.
This person trying to kill her.
I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here.
It's the perfect murder.
Oh, I can't believe I ran out of time.
Oh no, you don't get to play Tropical Angel anymore.
Oh no.
How sad.
I don't know how I'll live with this anymore.
Man, the default high score is 20,000.
Am I doing this again or am I free?
I don't. Do you want to do it again?
Do you want to do, or maybe,
Oh no.
we have other jank?
Oh no. Have I signed up for other jank?
Possibly.
All right, what do you got?
Hardhead again.
I've already played
No
that
repeats.
before, though.
Oh, jeez.
I will veto any repeats. Yeah.
Okay, Uncle Pooh Booster.
Uncle Pooh.
He didn't do that on purpose. It honestly came up.
Yes. This is completely randomized.
So, if you haven't seen Uncle Pooh, you're in for a treat. This game is extremely mysterious. We don't know what happened.
I can't
where it
believe
came
this
from.
game actually exists.
Yeah, I can't believe this game exists.
By Diatech. Yeah, here it comes. This is real. This is not a ROM hack. This is a real game. Let's Uncle Pooh. So your goal in this game is to avoid taking a bath once again. Uncle Pooh is really smelly, so you can actually, yes, you can fire out of his butt. You have to pick up enough money. Yep. And picking up money bags recharges his poo power. He has power at the bottom, and each time you poo, it drains one unit. So I think you have to pick up 3 of those diamonds to clear the stage. It might be more than that.
Yeah, if I remember right, the stages just kind of loop infinitely until you collect enough stuff.
Oh, and I think button 2 makes you run faster, but drains your power. Yeah.
Yeah, Pooh gets
I like that it stops to show that death animation.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When you pick up the money bag, it tends to like get rid of all those obstacles in the way.
I love how the Poohs ricochet.
You did it. glad this showed up.
Somebody thought this was a good game to try and market.
Somebody sold this to arcades.
They bought this for thousands of dollars.
Honestly, I don't believe any arcades actually paid for it. I think like it just randomly appeared and like nobody had any knowledge, nobody working there, like it just showed up. Man. But yeah, I'm not sure if Diatech is like a French company, I think I heard.
It would make sense.
Yeah. We get the bonus stage? Yes. Yes. Nice. Every time I hear this music, I think of the masturbating bear from Conan.
I can hear the acrobats, so it's not much better.
10 things got pooed on.
I like to aim the opposite way of where you're actually trying to shoot. They're
All
that
right.
authentic for your butt.
Well, in the interest of time, unfortunately, we have to cut Uncle Q short.
Thank you very much, John.
All right.
I think we got time for like maybe 2 more.
We've got time for a couple more.
Yeah.
And we should probably invite some more folks up.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we got.
let's see what we got.
Oh boy, who wants to play arcade Bionic Commando?
Belmont. I mean, most people are familiar with NES Bionic Commando. It's a classic. People love it. But
Arcade Bionic Commando is something else.
you know the basics of Bionic Commando, right? Button 1 fires, button 2 swings. That's loud. So yeah, it's a lot different from the NES version. Also, there's beehives. Never shoot the beehives. They will chase you and try to murder you. You gotta shoot that cage, that electric cage. I don't know why. Might have to move. Wait. Okay, that worked. I don't think. Wait.
This game's kind of mean.
This game is super mean. Hit the spikes. Can you make it to base? And I don't know what those flying creatures are. Like they're working along with the soldiers? I don't know. Luckily, when you swing, you can actually knock enemies aside. It doesn't automatically kill you. And you gotta drop down there. Yeah, you did it. As you can see, a lot of the Capcom games, Capcom arcade games, got retooled a bit for their NES releases, and in this case, it was a good thing they actually made a good game out of the NES one, because oh boy, this game's tough. Oh, that is the thing. For some reason, it doesn't play until stage 2. I think that was just points. That one dude was like stuck in the air. Yeah, this game is really mean. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh. So. Well, that was actually the high score. So what I'm thinking we should do for the end of this is do a kind of, instead of playing the first game on the list, we'll put it up to a vote. Because we got some, we got some winners here. I guess we'll do it by applause. There's like 15 games here, because normally in MAME Roulette, like every fifth game or so, I do like a straw poll to see which game should get played next. But we'll see if anybody knows anything about any of these games. So we'll just make some noise if you want to for whichever game you want. So City Connection.
Hi, Aunt.
UFO Senshi Yoko-chan. Mystic Warriors. Dynagear. Mikey. Fantasy. Oh. Shark Attack. El Fin del Tiempo. The Maze of Flot. Yeah.
Woo, Flot.
Tiger Road. Ooh, ow. Xvania. Growl. Super Burger Time. Block Hole. And Ginga Ninkyoden. I don't know. What do you think the...
It's between Growl, Fantasy, and I think maybe like Shark Attack?
Maybe. What should we do here?
So let's pick those three. How about, okay, clap if you want Fantasy.
Okay.
Holler and clap if you want Shark Attack. Holler and shout if you want Growl.
It's still really close. God. You know what? I think we got enough time. We can do like well, let's see here. We got to do Fantasy. I mean, but then again, Fantasy was done at the SNK 40th panel, so. All right, screw it. We'll do a Growl. All right, let's get a couple people up for Growl. You were making a lot of noise for Growl. And somebody else. You pick one.
Yes, you, yes. Oh, no, behind you. I'm sorry. I don't think you haven't come up yet. Sorry, but you were in the fight game also. I still love you. Thank you.
Oh, buttons.
No, look, nobody can beat the general.
Yes. Unrealistically funny. Sure.
I don't know if you've seen this game, but I think you can tell by the explosions in the background that you're in for something.
Punch, jump. Okay. Punch, jump.
Yeah, I don't think
That's all we need
don't
to
think
know.
button 3 is used.
Okay. So basically, Final Fight controls. It's no incomplete.
Hey, come on! Hey, come on! Hey,
Hey.
come on! Hey, come on!
We're starting.
Outside.
Start side right here.
So yeah, this is it actually supports up to 4 players, but we don't have enough controllers for that.
Drop dead, you scum!
Yes, that is how you dodge your grenade. Just duck and cover on the ground, and you'll be okay. So right off the bat, they just give you some rocket launchers, and you get to just blow people up. Shabroom.
This music is great, by the way.
Also, if you didn't catch that intro, this game is about your anti-poachers, anti-poacher corps, defeating evil poachers trying to do bad things to animals. So this game has a positive message. Leave that poor lion alone. And of course, the animals actually help you. They start giving the enemies. If you can pick up a weapon, like if you find the whip will carry you through most of the game until you drop it. The sword is really good too. This game actually got a Genesis port, and it's all right. I think some people might be familiar with that. So it did at least get some sort of port from the arcade. Also has some really nice Kaido Zuntata gems. Yeah, it's a very basic control scheme. Yeah, both buttons together drop whatever weapon you're using. In later stages, the game just throws so many enemies at you. Like there'll be like 15, 20 enemies on screen, and it never slows down or flickers. It's actually pretty impressive. They had to scale it back quite a bit for the home version. The whip might be partially off screen. It's in that twilight zone where you just can't reach it. Very frustrating. There you go. The whip is amazing in this game because it has a hitbox in front and in back. So you can just stand in the middle of enemies and just keep whipping. It's surprisingly satisfying. Whip it good.
What do you jerks think you're doing?
Get lost, wimp.
Get lost, Wisp. The weird thing is they actually said get lost, wimp in the digitized voice, but he died. This will be.
I really like how your life meter is just measured
Fists.
in fists.
The fists go from normal to red as you take damage, but it's still really vague as to how much health you have exactly.
And here we have a legally distinct Shredder. It looks like he let himself go a little bit.
He's gonna blow. I love that attack. And of course he blew up on death because.
Bunch of birds.
All right, I think we're out of time. So.
Yep.
I know the last boss in this game is amazing. This actually isn't that long a game. It's like maybe. Yeah, this is like a 15-20 minute game. It's pretty short. By,
Yeah, this game.
by beat 'em up standards.
It's a blast from start to end.
Oh man, what was the last game gonna be? Oh, that's a BIOS file. That works out great.
Man, we had Danny specially prepared, and we never got.
Yeah, we had Indie Heat. We had God. Why did you put Legend of Success Joe on there? We had Alex Kidd.
We had Alex
Kidd didn't show up. But maybe next year because I would like to do this again. This is actually my first MAGFest, and I've had a blast. I've had a great time this weekend. Thank you everybody for coming out. It's not over yet. Some of you know.
The whole photo shoot crew.
Congratulations, you won. Your fighting skill is superior. We fight again. Bye-bye.
See you next.
Thank you all for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe found some new games to try.
Thanks for coming, everybody.